Yes, I knew he was going to be at the fight. I knew not only him, but a lot of other heavyweights in the division. I mean, heavyweight division is getting exciting again, man. You know, and now that these belts are changing hands and everybody feel like they got this opportunity, they the next champion. So I knew a lot of them was going to be here, but you know, Fury just being Fury. You know, you can't. He's like, you can never think. You can't never. He's unpredictable. I say he's just an unpredictable guy. You just never know. But I know he's like to promote. But like Fury knows, he knows. We've been offering him. We've been trying to fight him for a while. You know, his team know that. He knows that, and he just promotes. We've been doing it for 4 years. Whether it's through social media, whether I'd have been over to UK and got in the ring and all that stuff. I feel like it's time to shut up and put up. You know, it's time to get it on. You know, actually, I walked up in his face, but I'm a cool guy, man. You know, it don't bother me. You know, I did the job. I got the job done. What I was supposed to do tonight, and you know, and what he's doing, I know he's trying to promote for the fight and stuff like that. You know, and so I didn't find it with disrespectful. I already, you know, it's Fury. Come on, man. This guy does all kinds of stuff, and it's exciting, it's interesting, and it's good for the sport of boxing. That's what I look at it. It's good for the sport.
You know, with Tyson Fury doing all the antics, and you know, you keep winning, he keeps winning. He's gonna fight Klitschko. You're gonna fight Povetkin. If you guys both win and fight in the fall, could this be the biggest heavyweight fight in a long time? It
will be. I don't think it's a could. I think it will be the biggest heavyweight fight in a long time. And I would go to the UK for that one. That's for sure. I got a lot of people. I got a lot of fans over there as well too. Yeah, I got some of my UK friends, you know, came to support me tonight. So when that happens, I think it will be the biggest. Like I said, we've been promoting this thing for 4 years, man. You know, I can say a lot of things about Fury, but you know, I'm not gonna spoil it. You know, I'm waiting for the big moment. And I think this is gonna be a fight that is just just as big as the hype. You know, so. I can't wait, man. I'm not playing around. 2016, I'm not playing around with nobody. No matter how they want to act like they, you know, big and bag and talk and stuff like this. It's one thing to talk, but it's another thing when you get up in that ring. And with Fury, I'm not going to have no remorse. I'm not going to have no sympathy for him. I'm going to want to really, really, really hurt him.
Fury being almost the king of being awkward, does that make you more leery about, you know, facing Fury in the future?
No, you know, actually with the taller fighters, when you're being taller, it definitely makes it awkward, you know, with being taller. But with him, it's almost like when you're taller, you can't bend down too low. You know, it's a different thing between the southpaw than having a taller fighters. You know, me having the awkward style, him having the awkward style. You know, I don't even know how to answer it, you know. Because style definitely makes fights, and you know, and you're right, your style definitely makes fights, and I can't say what I would do different with Fury than with Spuka. Only thing I could, only way we'll know is if the fight happened, you know.
You've spoken about unifying the title, and as you know, unlike years past, we have an alphabet city. Now, Fury may win the rematch, but Klitschko could also win the rematch also. You also saw Charles Martin win a piece of the IBF title tonight, and Ruslan Chagav has a piece of the WBA title, the lesser one. Would you be open to fighting these other names if they're presented to you?
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely. You know, whoever has to be, like I said, my goal is to be the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, so whoever has the rest of the belts, that's who I want. You know, I want to, like I said, boxing is getting exciting again for the heavyweight division. Why not keep it going? You know, people want to see the great fights. Let's make them happen. You know, I got a great team behind me, and I think they feel the same way as I feel. You know, and so with that being said, whoever has them, that's who I want. You know, of course, in the heavyweight division is fewer fighters, so of course I can't fight the best all the time. You know, because of this thing is not like the welterweight or middleweight, the junior middleweight, where you have so many guys in there, so many great guys. It's a small division, but whoever has the titles, that's who I want.